Okay, so this is my top, and you're actually looking at the top side. I'm going to fasten these. These are 1-inch square solid oak bores I've got here. I'm going to fasten these with dominoes. So you can see this is going to sit up here like that. And then I'll domino that piece also to the sides to make my corner. Then I'll have my fixed shelf at the bottom. And then I'm going to put some 1/4-inch holes here for some adjustable shelves. 2 shelves I'm going to make to go inside. The other thing I'll put on then after I get it all put together will be a face frame. And then she should be, and a back, I should say that too, yeah. Yeah, I've got to make sure I cut that, I've got to cut that rabbet in these pieces before I put these together. I'm glad I was talking to myself here. Okay, I cut these rabbets on the table saw, and it's nice and clean, and I really like the way that worked out. I did get a little blowout right here. That was from my first cut, not my second one. But it's kind of at an angle, so this is still well supported, so I'm not going to even mess with that. But let me show you how I made these cuts. So the first cut is set up on the table saw with the face down, and it's about, well, not about, this is cut at, see if I can find it here for you. This is cut at the thickness of the ply from the outside of the blade, and I'd cut it to a depth of about, half the thickness of the plywood. Then the next cut is made by standing it up and running it along the fence this way, adjusting the depth of the blade to, just a little less than 1/4 or about 1/4, and then running it along the fence. Let me show you how that works. All right, so I got a featherboard set up here to keep this tight to the fence. And then I'll run it. And there's enough room underneath my fence for this scrap to go through. You can see here it just kind of falls through. So there's no danger of any kickback. And even if there was a little, this isn't that big a piece. So let's get this going here. Now that didn't happen on the first piece. It did on this set up here. What's happening is the piece that's being cut off is coming through and it's catching my outfeed bearing here, and that's what's causing it to stop. So I'm just breaking it off. Now hopefully I can make this last cut here without any problem. That piece didn't cause any trouble. And that's a nice clean rabbet. All right, let's see how this one fits. The other one fit great. I used a tight setting on both. Just putting a mark on here to make sure I get these back where they belong. So it's going to be a little longer toward this end. Very good. Very good. Just a little light sanding. Leaving that out. It's almost flush here. Now, that's really close. That won't take too much to trim up. Alright, so now I've got to mark this edge and domino on the inside. But I'll stagger my dominoes inside of these. And yeah. I mean, I've got enough meat in this board I could use the same spots. Which, you know what, I probably will just end up doing that. Well, I should have went with my gut feeling. I hope you can see this. They just do intersect. You can see that white paper back there. There it is all the way in. And there it is where it will actually stop. So I know it's not going to be a problem, but if I were using any bigger dominoes, that would not work.